Hi, this is Gary Toomey for the Verbo, and welcome to Better English for a Better Job. In this final section of this module, we're going to do some more practice questions and answers to practice all the different tenses in English. We're also going to take a look at what you should do after the interview and how you should contact your employer. We're also going to take a look at how to perfect some of those common errors in English and use precise, clear and effective language to hopefully impress your potential employer. To begin with, we're going to practice using all the different tenses that we have seen in this module. Pay close attention to the tense that is used in the question as well as the tense that is used in the answer. Here are some examples.
So, tell me about yourself.
I consider myself to be a motivated person. I like to set realistic deadlines, communicate well with my staff, and organize meetings on a weekly basis so that everybody is on the same page.
What motivates you?
Motivation is an important factor when you want to consider doing a job well. For me, real motivation is when there's a realistic goal or objective for both the department and the team. I also think it's very motivating when there's clear communication among the employees and we're all aiming towards the same goals.
What do you know about our company?
Well, I've been involved in the human resources industry for many years now, so I know quite a lot about the industry. However, I think if I was given this position, I'd have the opportunity to further develop my knowledge of the sector.
What major challenges or difficulties did you face in your last job, and how did you handle them?
In my position as head of the sales department, our main challenge was attracting new clients. So I made the decision to expand our client base by looking into foreign markets. I collaborated on a 6-month project where we obtained 3 new clients in 3 different countries.
Do you consider yourself to be successful? Why?
Success is something that's quite difficult to measure, and everybody has a different idea of what success is. I think in my previous experience I've been doing a good job, I've obtained good results, and in this sense I think I've been quite successful.
When could you start work?
I'd be available to start immediately. I think this is something that's very interesting for me, both professionally as well as personally.
How would you feel about working for a younger manager?
They say that age comes with experience, but this isn't always true. However, I think if the person is well prepared and competent, then there shouldn't be any problem. In fact, working with a younger manager could even bring new ideas to the company and create success for the business.
What are you looking for in your next job?
I'm looking for the opportunity to bring my own knowledge and experience to an already well-established company, and hopefully combining my own experience with innovation in order to improve the success of the business.
What has been the biggest accomplishment of your professional career?
I've had many accomplishments during my professional career, but probably one of the most memorable was when my team and I managed to obtain a big government contract. In fact, it was the biggest that the company had ever had. We had to negotiate the terms and conditions over a 4-month period, but in the end we were successful.
Why weren't you promoted at your last job?
I don't consider the reason to be my own performance, because I was one of the best salespeople in the department. I think the problem was that the company failed to recognize the talent of their employees and therefore didn't use promotion as an incentive.
Should employees use social media at work?
There's a lot of debate about this question, but in my own opinion, I think social media is essential to business nowadays. If you're not on Twitter or LinkedIn, then you don't exist, really. However, that said, I don't think employees should use their working hours to use social media for their own personal use. In an interview situation, you are often asked about how you dealt with a difficult situation or a problem. One good technique to use in this situation is the STAR technique. STAR stands for situation, task, action, and result. So basically, you talk about the situation at hand, the task that you had to do, the action that you took, and the result of this action. Let's take a look at an example. The situation. As the HR director, I noticed that there was a high number of employees that were taking sick leave for no apparent reason. The task. So I obviously had to find a way to reduce absenteeism in the company, as this was affecting productivity. Action. First, I decided to do a survey of the employees about what things affected their motivation working at the company. The results all pointed to the same reason, which was that employees didn't have enough time to run everyday personal errands and preferred to take the day off in order to complete them. With this information, I decided to introduce the option of a flexible working schedule, as well as the option of telecommuting 3 days per week. Result. With the introduction of these two things, the results were surprising. Employee absenteeism dropped 20% in the first 6 months. This technique is very useful as it shows clearly how you handled a difficult situation.